Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. We know what we are but know not what we may be. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood, leads on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures. Hell is empty and all the devils are here. No legacy is so rich as honesty. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny but in ourselves. God has given you one face, and you make yourself another. The evil that men do lives after them, the good is oft interred with their bones. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow. One touch of nature makes the whole world kin. When sorrows come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. The course of true love never did run smooth. One touch of nature makes the whole world kin. It is a wise father that knows his own child. Ignorance is the curse of God, knowledge is the wing wherewith we fly to heaven. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Cowards die many times before their deaths, the valiant never taste of death but once. The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns. This life, which had been the tomb of his virtue and of his honor, is but a walking shadow, a poor player, that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. To thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Our peace shall stand as firm as rocky mountains. Life is as tedious as twice-told tale, vexing the dull ear of a drowsy man. Talking isn't doing. It is a kind of good deed to say well, and yet words are not deeds. The man that hath no music in himself, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils. To be, or not to be, that is the question. How poor are they that have not patience? What wound did ever heal, but by degrees? Life every man holds dear, but the dear man holds honor far more precious dear than life. A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. O God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. When words are scarce, they are seldom spent in vain. Things done well and with a care, exempt themselves from fear. Most dangerous is that temptation that doth goad us on to sin in loving virtue. There's many a man has more hair than wit. Love is not love that alters when it alteration finds. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Teach not thy lips such scorn, for it was made for kissing, lady, not for such contempt. A peace is of the nature of a conquest, for then both parties nobly are subdued, and neither party loser. As soon go kindle fire with snow, as seek to quench the fire of love with words. I had rather have a fool to make me merry than experience to make me sad and to travel for it too. Now, God be praised, that to believing souls gives light in darkness, comfort in despair. If we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country loss, and if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honor. He that loves to be flattered is worthy o' the flatterer. Like as the waves make towards the pebbled shore, so do our minutes hasten to their end. No, I will be the pattern of all patience, I will say nothing. I was adored once too. If music be the food of love, play on. I see that the fashion wears out more apparel than the man. Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet, are of imagination all compact. Let me embrace thee, sour adversity, for wise men say it is the wisest course. The very substance of the ambitious is merely the shadow of a dream. There have been many great men that have flattered the people who ne'er loved them. In a false quarrel there is no true valor. Words, words, mere words, no matter from the heart. God hath given you one face, and you make yourselves another. Suit the action to the word to the action. When we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. In time we hate that which we often fear. Is it not strange that desire should so many years outlive performance? Come, gentlemen, I hope we shall drink down all unkindness. I will praise any man that will praise me. Words without thoughts never to heaven go. Lord, Lord, how subject we old men are to this vice of lying.